you know what? I'll just say this. The grocery store gonna get mad at me if I complain about the carts not being returned.
Wait, what?
Like if I come on the podcast and complain about something or talk about something,
Yeah.
am I supposed to talk about no people, places, or things while I'm here?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're having a really good day so far. If you're new here, my name's Taylor. I'm in Baltimore City, Maryland, and on my YouTube channel, I usually show my face here, but not today. Not today, my friends, because I don't want to look at my face right now. I don't want to look at it at all. Okay, off subject of knitting for a brief moment. I know some of you out there are skincare girlies like I am. I started a tretinoin journey on the 9th of October. And I tell you what, for more than 2 months, I have been strugs to funk over here on tretinoin because it just blows up my face. Every time I use it, I wake up with tons of irritation. And I do the sandwich method. In fact, I now know to just apply my moisturizer before, not after, because if it's too occlusive, it makes my skin even worse and I'm even more irritated. So I'm just like really annoyed right now because my skin is all blown up and inflamed. I don't have any acne. I'm just covered in irritation and it's depressing me. I'm like actually depressed about it because you think you're doing everything right and it's all wrong. And does your insurance company want to help you? No, they don't, because they only want you to use one medication that they think should work for you. But when it doesn't work for you and you say, hey, I would actually like a different formulation that might work for me, they say, no, we're not going to cover that. You have to pay out of pocket. So that's my plan. I hope it works and that it's worth it. And hopefully things will improve soon. But I just don't really want to put on makeup. I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to do my hair. I don't want to get dressed. I just want to live in my pajamas this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. I think I am going to go outside and work in the garden and fix some things. That is a blanket that I have out for the kitties that got wet. It's just drying out right now. But I need to work with some of the leaves that are bagged up and I need to clean up various areas and all that. But I do have knitting plans today and tomorrow and on Monday as well. And I'm going to update you with what I actually intend to knit in 2024. I am not knitting the Art Deco sweater. I will one day when I have the yarn I need, but the pattern was written in fingering and I picked out fingering yarn. And then I fell in love with a version of it knit in DK and I don't have the DK weight yarn. So that plan is on the back burner and I'm really enjoying the chained Oblivion pattern. I just cast on the sleeve again for I think the third time, and I did modify it ever so slightly. I worked the 1x1 rib in 50 stitches, and then I increased into each stitch for 100, and then I decreased before each of the cable sections so that I would have the right stitch count, and that is how I got my variation of this so that the cuff wouldn't fit too tight. I'm using a very rustic fiber and the fabric can be a little scratchy if it's worn too tight. But I'm loving this and the cable is so easy to work. It is so fun and it's a little difficult to execute, but it's just one time and then again 3 more times, but it's like one row across maybe 15 rows. So I'm loving this right now. This is really fun. And then this is a nice, easy stockinette, decrease side shaping thing going. I did finish this body like weeks ago, and then I ripped it out because I realized I did not really absolutely love the rate of decreasing. I think it was just too much shaping. So instead of ending up with a narrow waist, I wanted it to be wider than I had executed by accident. So I ripped it out and then I knit like several inches and then I ripped it out again because I had dropped so many stitches, I don't know how, and I was like, I cannot fix this. I need to just go back and start over again. So the theme of my knitting lately has been starting and stopping and starting over and stopping and starting over again. So that's what I've done with both of these projects. I'm a little frustrated at this point, but it is what it is when you really want the best outcome. So there's that. I've not yet knit the Riggies. I've not made any progress on that. That's just in the background for now. And I think about 3 projects at a time is all I can handle. But I do have to share with you all another plan for 2024. Since I'm not knitting the Art Deco, and I actually picked this yarn out a minute ago to tell you all, and I totally forgot because it was in this project bag. These are a few hand spun skeins of yarn. These are really early hand spun skeins. I haven't played with these in a minute. I've made a couple sweaters out of this sort of generation of yarn, and they are some of my favorites, but I've just kind of been holding on to these individual skeins, and I decided these would be a really great sweater quantity for one of Gudrun Johnston's patterns out of her book 3 of the Shetland Trader. And I'm just really excited to have that in my wardrobe one day soon. And I think these are great yarns to knit it in. These are both natural undyed fiber. And then these 2 were fiber that I dyed naturally with yarrow. This is just yarrow, and this is yarrow with a mordant. And then I spun them into a 2-ply. So I'm going to knit this yarn in 2024. That's my plan. I'm going to make another Gudrun Johnston sweater. And yeah, that's sort of the update to my 2024 plans. I'm also casting on the Artus shawl on Monday. I'm not doing it a day sooner because I would kind of like to work at least one project entirely in the year of 2024, although I'm not going to cast this on either. So I don't know if I'll even finish this by the end of 2024 though. So those are my plans. I wonder what your plans are for the new year. If you have any resolutions, I do have a resolution. I'm setting a budget for myself. Like, it's a kind of strict budget. And that is really going to put the brakes on all of my skincare purchases and my cosmetic purchases. I'm trying to reel it in a little bit and remember what matters, because, you know, this stuff expires. You can really only use so much of it in the allotted time you have before it should be thrown away. So I'm working with what I have right now on those fronts. I do have, I will link to it below in case you're interested, but I maintain a skincare spreadsheet. I have a new tab for 2024, and I'm tracking everything that I use and whether I would purchase it again, what the ingredients list is to each of them, so I can kind of keep an eye on that. It has been really fun this year to track everything that I use. I've used a lot. A lot of it is samples. I did include sample size products in that list. I probably won't do that again because it's just very time consuming. And I think I have already found a few holy grail products, so I don't expect trying so many new things in 2024. But maintaining the spreadsheet is something I intend to do year after year. And I think that I might even create a spreadsheet for my cosmetic products as well, because it really does help me track when I opened things so that I can discard them after they expire or should be discarded. I know a lot of people skirt those rules, but I don't want to screw up my skin any further. So I'm thinking about doing that. I haven't yet. I think the skincare is probably my number 1 priority, because I don't want to buy more makeup products anyway. So as long as I just stay with what I have, maybe the next time I do a major purchase, I will decide to go through my cosmetics and create that documentation of what I have on hand, because I think I can reference my purchase history on most things anyway to know when I bought it. So that's that. That's the thought I had. And then one last thing too, this is kind of boring, I'm sorry, but I did decide to create channel memberships. Don't sign up for it if you don't want to. It's just a $2 or $4 monthly thing. If you would like to support me here on my channel, you're welcome to sign up for it. There's no benefits to being a member, so please don't. If you don't want to, just don't. And one thing I'm thinking about doing in 2024 is moving my oldest content here on YouTube over to the members only platform, just so that I can clean up my backlog I've been online for a very long time, and it's kind of embarrassing. So I thought I would leave it online, but you might have to pay for it if you want to see it, because then it's there, but it's also not there. So that's my plan. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have strong feelings either way, I would love to know what your opinions are on that subject. And I think that's it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful new year. Let me know if you have any fun plans in 2024, if you're working on anything pretty cool, like amazing cable patterns like this one. So cool. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful new year, and that you take care.